guess what it is? Avatar pre-release and some of the other products that they came out with today, but I'm still waiting for my pre-orders. Today I just got one of each of the pre-release kits. I snoozed and forgot to sign up for pre-release events this weekend, and the stores by me are sold out, so I'm just gonna do the take-it-home ones, or take-home kits, I guess. And with the take-home kits, I still get bonus packs, so I'll open those too. And there's a promo where if you buy 2 kits, you get dice bags. So I got 2 dice bags. I got ehhh and Katara. Those are my favorites. There's 3 others. I think Sokka and I forget what the other ones were. I just wanted them. And if you're wondering, this is not an actual playmat, but it is a mat from the Avatar, The Last Airbender role-playing game. At least I got it from the Kickstarter set. Still have never played the game. Haven't gotten to it, but I got all 5 kits, so I'm gonna open them, and then I'm also going to make make-believe decks that I would have made if I was still playing in the pre-release events. And I'm even thinking about if anybody's interested who maybe missed their own event but have the kits and want to play a deck, maybe we can play on Spell Table. I might be into it, so just message me. Let's go and reverse the favor. We'll probably do something. Oh man, too bad I missed to see if there was a Toph bag. I probably would have gotten a Toph bag. Oh well. This one's first. Again, still don't know what these are. The design's kind of cool. Alright, we'll get purple dye. Black and purple. Then little mini poster. Okay. Organizer, divider card, whatever. Now, on the Magic site, when it was showing what comes in the pre-release kit, it didn't show the clear bag that we're used to. I mean, it does come with more than 1 card. I was kind of hoping it was like the weird paper bag it was showing in the mock-up. Weird that we're getting Earthbender Ascension in what I'm guessing is the black. Yeah, it's the black. Well, okay, I guess Golgari. I'm gonna put this together like I was building a pre-release deck. Actually, maybe put all the rares in a pile. A couple of Zula themed cards, so I guess that's cool. Black. To the good stuff. Firelord Zuko. Rares. To the good stuff. Spirit Water Revival. Appa. Yip yip. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. Last pack. Hakoda. Ooh, ball. Oh, ha, ha, the walls of Bossing Say. Other permanents you have or you control have indestructible. Haha. Alright, let's see what our rares looks like. Oh, that's colorless. This is colorless. Green, black, black. What a nightmare. I guess we can go, what is this? This is Mardu. Firebending. X. Okay, whenever this creature attacks, add X Whenever you cast a spell from exile and whenever a permanent you control enters from exile, put it... Okay, so this is an exile deck. Oh. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, exile target creature cards from graveyards for each creature card exile. Create a token that's a copy of... Oh, well, that doesn't count. You may look at the top of your card and you may cast allies. Well, these are 2 allies. Creatures you control get +5 and gain indestructible until 10, so they become bigger. Bigger butts. Each creature with mana value X or less loses all abilities until end of turn. Destroy those creatures. Ugh, a board wipe. Yuck. I don't know. I think I have to do Mardu. Alright, I'm going to need a minute and then I will show you what I decide. Okay, I think we're going to go with this. It's going to be Mardu. I think I would just have to rely on my allies. And honestly, this wall that throws rocks, because then I can sacrifice them before end step, and when I sacrifice stuff, that triggers a bunch of things. It makes me draw extra cards. I've got 15 creatures, 8 spells, 8 other spells, and 17 lands, including these 2. I don't know if this thing would be pretty strong in a pre-release event. It would be a pretty big struggle, I think. But if somebody wants to test it out with me, message me. Maybe we can play on Spell Table. I'm going to pack these up for now, and then I'm going to do box 2. Oh, I guess these lands can go in there too. Where's the rock? Did I get a rock at least? Aha, Ballistic Boulder. That goes with it. Next box, Zuko. And red dye. Oh, has a little Airbender or Ing on there. Legend of Rook. Oh, this is the one that makes dragons. Dragon. Oh no, it's got a little thing right there. We also get Firebending Student, Zuko. Oh, it's a bunch of red and green stuff. Oh, here's Uncle Iroh. Pack 1. Uh-oh, I see something cool. Oh yeah, Katara. And Toph. Oh well, you know what? Gruul might be what we do. Yeah, we're still in the colors. Oh, another shrine. Last pack. Blue. Oh. Okay, the rares. We've got Mechanist Aerial Artisan, blue. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token. Until end of turn, target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct artifact creature with flying. So it wants to animate a bunch of clue tokens. Black green. Beifong's Bounty Hunters. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, earthbend X, where X is the bounty creature's power. This thing animates lands. It's a 4/4. Hakoda, Selfless Commander. It's a white card. Vigilance, you may look at the top of your card of your library at any time. You may cast ally spells from the top of your library, sacrifice a coda. Creatures you control get +5/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. Black card, black land, Realm of Ko. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land, and sealed, that's easy. For 3 and a black, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this token can't be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Redirect lightning. As an additional cost to cast a spell, pay 5 life or pay 2. Change the target of the spell or ability. So this is the new deflecting spot, I guess. That's pretty good. Top, hard-headed teacher. When top enters, you may discard a card. If you do, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast a spell, Earthbend 1. If that spell is a lesson, put an additional 1/1 counter on that land. So when you get stuff out of the graveyard, you can animate a land and put a counter on it. Katara the Fearless, 3/3. If a triggered ability of an ally you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Firebending Student, Prowess. Firebending X, where X is this creature's power, was a 1/2. This card, my favorite so far. The Legend of Roku, it's a saga. First one, exile the top 3 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Add 1 mana of any colors for 2. Number 3 is exile this saga, return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. That's when we turn it into Avatar Roku. A 4/4. Firebending 4. Whenever this creature attacks, add 4 red mana. This mana lasts until the end of combat, so you have to use it up before the end of the combat. So anything with instant speed you can cast, which happens to be this next one. For 8, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying and firebending 4. Oh my gosh. So if you can manage to get or have 8 mana while it's still combat, you can create a 4/4 red dragon, but they also have firebending 4. So when they're online and they start attacking, they each generate 4 more red mana. Card's wild. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Gruul. So give me a second. We'll see what I build. Here's what I ended up building. Obviously, we're keeping Legend of Roku in there. Redirect Lightning. I have some lesson cards in here because Toph cares about them. So How to Start a Riot. Firebending Lesson. Iroh's Demonstration. Is that it? I probably need more, but I didn't have any more. Toph's able to retrieve lessons from graveyards and then turn stuff, or Earthbend. Whenever you cast a spell, Earthbend, if it spells a lesson. Yeah, I wish I had more lessons. I don't have any more. And then there's also a theme like Bitterwork. There's a couple where it cares whether creatures like Tigerdillo, where creatures are power 4 or greater. If I can get those dragons out, that'll satisfy that. For Mongoose Lizard, 5/6, I have this Saber-Tooth Moose Lion. It's a 7/7 with reach, so that can deal with flyers. I have Uncle Iroh, he's power 4. He does firebending. Lesson spells cost 1 less. Earthrealmer Wrestlers cares when lands are created. The firebending student is Prowess Zuko Firebend, so that helps going to get those dragons. This one puts Fire Sages, puts counters on things. I have a couple Death Touch Reach guys. When they die, if there's a lesson in my graveyard, I gain 2 life, so they help me get some life back. This one fixes my mana and it also does damage. This one creates lands. Rebellious Captives creates lands and puts counters on things. Porcupine also puts counters on things when I cast non-creature spells, or puts a counter on it. Fire Nation Cadets has firebending, and you can make it bigger. And then Rocket Rebuke, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to creature your opponent controls. So that's how I'm getting rid of stuff, is I just do damage. Reach, when this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And then it'll have 17 lands, including this one. This one I feel a little better about than last box. I almost thought about, for fun, making a second deck with Katara, except I used my green cards. I didn't have too many green cards. I was looking at it and I realized she might have some options too. I don't know, I might look into that and see. Sometimes I make more than one deck. She's got 3 allies that can help her. I don't know, it's an option. And then next for box 3. Next is Toph, box 3. Ooh, that's cool. poster. Momo! Oh, a cute bear token. The Earth King. Oh, well, there's his bear, see? Top, of course. Flopsy. Boomy's buddy. White. Oh, 2 rares. Ooh, what is this? Fire Nation Drill. That's cool. Ooh, Legend of Kuruk, a mythic. Another good saga? What is it? I'm gonna look at that later. Ooh, another mythic. Wow, this box. Planetary Wan Shitong. Last pack. Sokka. Alright, let's see what we got. Sokka, Bold Boomeranger. Boomeranger, of course. 1/1. When Sokka enters, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Whenever you cast an artifact or lesson spell, put a 1/1 counter on Sokka. Planetarium 1 Shitong. 1. To scry 2. Whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top of card of your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Do this once each turn. So whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top of your library. You may cast that card without paying it. So, do you look at it before you scry? Or after you scry or surveil? I'm gonna have to look that one up. I don't know. Legend of Kuruk Saga. First and second counters is scry 2, then draw a card. Okay, Sokka will like that. And the Planetarium. Exile the Saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed. It's a 4/3 Avatar Kuruk. Whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1 color spirit token with this token can't be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Exhaust, Waterbend. 20. Take an extra turn after this one. While paying a Waterbend cost, you can tap your artifacts and creatures to help each one pay for 1. Holy cow, 20? I have a Mendicant deck and I don't know if I've ever had that many artifacts. The Fire Nation Drill. It's a 6/3 vehicle. Trample. When the Fire Nation Drill enters, you may tap it. When you do, destroy target creature with power 4 or less. Pay 1 permanents your opponents control, lose hexproof, and wait, so that's like another Shadow Spear sort of? Wow. Sandbender Scavengers. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, you may exile it. When you do, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard. This isn't a theme we've been seeing yet. South Pole Voyager, 2/2. Whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life. If this is the second time this ability has resolved, draw a card. Earth King, a 2/2. When the Earth King enters, create a 4/4 green bear with creature token. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for up to that many basic land cards, put them into the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. This doesn't really go with the theme so far either. Momo, a 1/1 flyer. The first non-lemur creature spell with flying you cast during each of your turn costs 1 less to cast. Whenever another creature you control with flying enters, Momo gets 1/1 until end of turn. So this is like wants a lot of cheap flyer. Pretty good because there's not that many lemur cards. Well, this is tough because Sokka, the artifact, and this thing want to be something. Oh gosh. I'm gonna need a minute. Be right back. So here's what I'm going with. I'm going with white, blue, red because I couldn't do blue, red on its own. Didn't have enough cards. Obviously, I'm keeping Planetarium of Waishitong. I had to look it up. So the order of sequence of events or whatever is you scry or surveil. So you do look at your cards and then you put whichever one you want back or ditch the cards if you don't want them. And then you can look at the top card of your library and I can cast that card. But I only can do that once I scry or surveil and I only can do it once each turn. Seems pretty good. Then obviously I kept this enchantment saga because, well, it scries, so that cares. And then I can create a bunch of tokens whenever I cast a spell, and that's good because I have a couple, like, I guess water bending abilities in here where it helps you cast things by tapping them, and then obviously this water bend 20. I don't know if you would get that ahead with a sealed limited deck, but you know, I sure as heck will try. I put Momo in here even though we don't have a lot of flyers in here. Master Paku's got prowess, so there is 8 non-creature spells. Well, actually 9. There's a vehicle in here. The thing that scares me is there's a lot of discard and mill, so I don't know if that's good. Kept Sokka, he's in one of them, makes me discard, but whenever I cast an artifact or lesson spell, I put a counter, and I think I only have 7 opportunities to do that, but you know, that's all I have. There's another one, Professor Zai. He discard a card, draw a card. He's another one that scares me a little bit, but he's also an ally, because allies matter in this one. Whenever this creature and ally you control enters, gain a life. If this is the second time the ability resolves, this turn draw a card, so I gain life and draw cards for all the allies. I have a flying ally, so Momo cares about that. This one lets me draw and discard cards again with creatures with flying. Oh gosh. This one creates more tokens to help pay for things. This one puts a counter on this creature whenever another ally you control enters. There's another flying thing that Momo cares about with water bend to draw and discard a card. Prowess, Ty Lee. Whenever attack, pay 1. When you do, target creature can't block this turn, so that's good. There's another water bending thing that matters for how many creatures or artifacts I have to tap to pay for it. Here's another token maker. This isn't an ally or a flying thing, but it could be a flying thing when I put lands down. Here's the vehicle. I don't know. I was running out of good creatures, so I actually put that in a creature spot. Zuko's kind of in that boat too. He doesn't really go otherwise. Now, I didn't even see this when I was looking at this. Is Sokka's Haku, and just read that text. Like, whoever typed this out or wrote it out, genius. It's a lesson card. Lost Days, another lesson card. Firebending lesson. Alquentia, counterspell. Another lesson, draw a card or may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Another one. Bender's Water Skin. Untap this artifact during each other player's untap step. Add 1 mana of any color. This is kind of cool for 3 mana. So you're, especially in Commander, you're untapping it at everyone's turn. So you have like an open rainbow mana at your access. And then I have these lands, 17 lands including these in there. I don't know how this one will do. This is a huge experiment. I feel like this one could go against the Zuko deck that I was building the last box pretty well. Funny that this is coming out of the top box. No green in sight. Green was not actually good. The bear guy was pretty good, but couldn't give him enough cards to put together. So now for box 4. Box 4, we're doing the Katara box. I don't know what I would do with all these little mini posters. I do like them. Fire Lord Azula. Kind of wish these promos were a little more aligned with the boxes they came in. Ooh, Wan Shutong.
I didn't realize it at the time, but I pulled some back-to-back money cards right here.
For a second, I thought that was a homunculus, and I just made a homunculus deck, and I was like, ooh, another card, but that's just a guy. Ooh, well, we got some, well, look at this. Oh, wrong colors, dang it, close. Sokka, and we got a cool dragon. We'll look at that in a second. Legend of Kroak, another one. Don't hate getting too many sagas, especially when they're good. This guy again. Oh, this is the last pack. let's see what we got for the rares. We've got You the Moon Spirit, 3/3 Flying Vigilance, Waterbend 5. You may cast a non-creature spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. Kind of a coupon. Avatar's Wrath, a sorcery. Choose up to one target creature, then airbend all other creatures. Whoosh. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. So I guess when you exile them, airbend them, they can't come back the next turn. Alright. That's cool. Sokka, we got 2 of these. Tenacious Tactician, Menace, Prowess, a 3/3. Other allies you control have Menace and Prowess. Ooh. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. Legend of Karuk, 1 and 2, or scry 2, then draw a card. Number 3, exile the Saga, then return it to the battlefield transform, and that's when it's the Avatar of Karuk. 4/3, when you cast a spell, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Exhaust. Waterbend 20. Take an extra turn after this one. Ran and Shaw. I just saw this episode. It's a 4/4 flyer with firebending 2. When Ran and Shaw enters, if you cast them and there are 3 or more dragon and or lesson cards in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of Ran and Shaw, except it's not legendary. Wan Shitong Librarian, a 1/1 flyer with flash and vigilance. When Wan Shitong enters, put X 1/1 counters on him, then draw half X cards rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a 1/1 counter on Wan Shitong and draw. I don't know if this is good in Commander because usually, I like to play a bracket 2 or 3 and there's very few tutors unless they're looking for lands. That's normal. So then I guess she would get, or he would get bigger.
It took me a minute to figure out why this card was actually pretty good.
Firelord Azula, a 4/4 firebending 2. She gets 2 mana when she attacks. Whenever you cast a spell while Firelord Azula is attacking, copy that spell. You may choose, this is good. So when she attacks and you cast spells while she's attacking, it's good to have a bunch of little pingers, I guess, little cheap spells. So cool. So what are we looking at here? Too bad these two aren't the same colors. I don't know if I want to splash black in there, but you know what? I'm sorry, Azula. I think you are getting kicked. I don't know if I can make dragons. I don't have that other saga. That would be amazing. I don't think there's any other creature spells in that are dragons too. I don't know. Dragon insect. Oop, there we go. Alright, give me a minute. Okay, here's what I went. Blue, white, red. 2 Sokkas, Menace and Prowess, so they care about non-creature spells, and allies. And they make allies. So, the other allies that I put in there are... Put Katara, obviously. She came in this box. At the beginning of your end step, if Katara is tapped, put a counter on her. She can waterbend, so she cares about how many creatures and artifacts are in there. So that's good when we have ally token generators. This is another ally, Rowdy Snowballers. When this creature enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and they get stunned. Earth Kingdom Jailer. When this creature enters, exile up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment an opponent controls with mana 3. So this is removal. Here's another ally token generator, Kyoshi Warriors. You the Moon Spirit, Flying Vigilance, Waterbending, and she can discount stuff you have in your hand. She also flies, which this guy cares about. When 1 or more creatures you control with flying attack, draw a card and discard a card. When you discard an online card, so we put counter on target creature you control. So he flies, this flies, Geyser Leaper, he also waterbends. This one flies, the Wan Shitong Librarian just draws the stuff. I don't know how. Oh, she puts. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, have these dragons, or if I can make 2 dragons, and then Dragonfly Swarm. Non-creature. Okay, his power tough is equal, or power is equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. So he's not going to get that big with 8 of those. But when this creature dies, if there's a lesson card in your graveyard, draw a card. So I might be able to make me draw cards. And this Porcupine, I don't know. When you cast non-creature card spell, put a 1 counter on him. It's like Prowess, but it stays. And then these 2 spirits, because they're cheap and they fly and they scry, which is in that other deck I had that were scrying matters. And then I have a bunch of lessons, and then Avatar's Wrath, Ward Wipe. This thing, if I can ever get to that exhaust, that would be cool. And then a Mana Fixer, and then 3 lands. Well, 17 including these 3 lands. So this one I feel like has potential. It's another experiment. That first box, though, I would probably not want to play that one if I have these other options. So far, they're getting better. I'm ready for my last box. Last box. It's the Aang box. poster. Alright, we got the Mechanist Aerial Artisan. Got that one in another box. And Suki. We haven't gotten a Suki yet. Oh, Aang. This might be the first Aang we've got. What do we got? Oh my gosh, another Sokka. That's three of them now. I'm just saying this heartless act here. How dare they? What? Poor Appa. Iroh. Different Zuko. Oh man, two of those now. And Toph. I have a feeling this is going to be another hot mess deck. Alright, for the rare, we've got Toph, the first metal bender, 3/3. Non-token artifacts you control are lands in addition to their other types. They don't gain the ability to tap for mana. Oh, I see, because she's the first metal bender, so she can animate the artifacts because they're land. Interesting. At the beginning of your end step, Earthbend 2, so that's when she can turn artifacts into creatures. And then we got two of this guy, Mechanist Aerial Artisan, 1/3. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token. Oh, it's the wrong color. Until the end of turn, target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct with flying. Zuko, Conflicted, 2/3. At the beginning of your first main phase, choose one that hasn't been chosen, and you gain 2 life. Draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Zuko, add red mana, exile Zuko, then return him to the battlefield under your opponent's control. Oh, pass him around. So you actually have to keep track of which one. There's another card like this. Iroh, Tea-Master, 2/2. When Iroh enters, create a food token. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have a target opponent gain control of target permanent you control. When you do, create a 1/1 white allied creature token. Put a 1 counter on that token for each permanent you own that your opponent controls. This is a theft or giveaway deck. We've seen this guy. Sokka, Tenacious Tactician, a 3/3 menace prowess. Other allies you control have menace and prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white allied creature token. Suki, Courageous Rescuer, 2/4. Other creatures you control have +1/+0. Whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 white allied creature token. This ability triggers once each turn. This is good if you use the airbending for linking effect. Well, look at that. This is hot mess. I think the only thing, oh gosh, I have to pay attention to Iroh. I like Toph. I know that much. This is good for giving away stuff you don't want. I mean, I guess you can give away simple allies, but I think there's going to be a lot of ally decks, so that helps people. And what's funny is this one, you can give it away too. Put the other Suki in here. Suki is equal to the number of creatures. Whenever she attacks, she creates more allies. Alright, I guess we're going with, I can never remember the 3 color names. I use this one a lot. It's my dinosaur deck. It's also the Rin and the cat dog deck. I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay, here's what I did. Toph and Iroh and Suki are gonna kind of be leading it. Suki cares about allies. Toph and Uncle Iroh, they care about artifacts, sort of, and allies. So this deck actually has the most allies in it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a couple others that I feel like this pig is back. That might help. And I also have, mostly for Toph, but who knows, maybe it comes in handy, is a war balloon. I try to put non-creature, non-token artifacts. Oh, non-token, so Iroh's food wouldn't work. Well, we'll see how it goes. A battle fan, twin blades. Shoot, she's gonna struggle. I guess so we have 3 options. Well, whatever. We can animate lands if we want to. This one didn't care about lessons finally, so I got to kind of think outside the box a little bit. Thematically, it's got like the whole gang. It's got Suki and all the Kyoshi Warriors. Kyoshi Warriors, Suki. It's got Aang. And we also have Zuko. We got Appa, sort of. We got Ty Lee. Oh, there's Appa. Oh, we do have Appa. Okay, actual Appa. So this is probably not the top deck. Not the most powerful. This one is not the worst deck. We also got two dual lands in there. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how it does. So we'll see if I get to play these. Now we get to have some fun with all these extra prize packs. I don't have to build anything around them. I could just see what's good in them. Oh, these are backwards now. Hakoda, third time. Oy, oy, oy. Azula, first time. A 4/4. Firebending 2. When the Azula enters, target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control. Then they exile a non-land card from their graveyard. During your turn, you may cast cards exiled with Azula, and you may cast them as though they had flash, mana, or any type can be spent to cast her. She's blue, black, red technically. She would go in, what's this, Jasper Jones? No. Gonti, one of those theft decks. Ooh, Secret Tunnel! This song has been in my head all week. I'm not going to sing it because I don't want it to be stuck in your head. I'm happy. I just wanted Secret Tunnel. Ooh, Tiger Seal. Foil full art. Cat Seal. A 3/3 Vigilant. At the beginning of your upkeep, tap this creature. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, untap this creature. Pretty. Great Divide Guide. Obsessive Pursuit. When this enchantment enters and the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. Whenever you attack, put X1 counters on target attacking creature where X is the number of permanents you've sacrificed this turn. If X is 3 or greater, that creature gains lifelink until end of turn. I don't know if I would run that. Ooh, another one. Aang's Iceberg. Flash. When this enchantment enters, exile up to 1 other target non-land permanent until this enchantment... Oh, this is like that jewelry. Well, sort of. Ooh, 2 rares again. Katara, Water Tribe's Hope. 3/3 Vigilance. When Katara enters, create a 1/1 ally token creature or creature token. Waterbend. X creatures you control have base power and toughness of X until end of turn where X can't be 0. Okay. Ty Lee, a blue one. Chi blocker. Flash, Prowess. When Ty Lee enters, tap up to 1 target creature. It doesn't untap during its control's untap step for as long as you can. What if there is a deck with Ty Lee and then Chun-Li from Street Fighter? Ooh, boy. Oh, well, look, I got the pre-release foil, and now I have the regular card. I've got 2. Now I won't feel bad about putting it in my deck. As a refresher, exile the top 3 cards of your library until end of your next turn. You may play a land. Number 2, add 1 mana of any color. 3, exile it and flip it. Firebending 4. When it attacks, it creates 4 mana. Spend 8 and create a 4/4 red dragon creature token when flying and firebending 4. Oh yeah. And then a full art. Zuko redeemed a green or white one. Erase the redeemed. It's an elf? I don't know if I can believe that. Paid 3. Create a 1/1 green and white elf warrior creature. Why is there elves? For each creature token you control, create a token that's a copy of that creature. I don't understand that flavor. The finish on these cards is a little more smooth than what was in the pre-release kit. Avatar Destiny. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets 1/1 for each creature card in your graveyard and it is an avatar in addition to its other types. When enchanted creature dies, mill cards equal to its power. Return this card to its owner's hand. Up to 1 creature card milled this way to the battlefield under your control. That sounds like a lot of work. Raven Eagle, 2/3 flyer. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, create a clue token. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. There's a lot of if you've drawn your second card each turn. Spirit Water Revival, I've got this one before. It's an additional cost to cast a spell. You may waterbend 6, draw 2 cards. If this spell's additional cost was paid, instead of shuffling your graveyard into your library, draw 7 cards and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Bird Horse looks like a chocobo. Last pack. Firebending Ascension. I finally got one of those Ascension cards, I guess. I don't think I got one before. When this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 red soldier creature token with Firebending 1. When a creature you control attacking causes a triggered ability of that creature to trigger, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then if it has 4 or more quest counters on it, you may copy that ability. Okay, so this would be good with Roku on the flip side. See, this is one of those doublers. It would give him 8 red mana to pay for one of his dragons. Well, that was it. I'm happy. I got Secret Tunnel, and I got another one of these. I got a pretty cat seal. I only got 1 mythic out of all that. Not too bad. I have more coming, so when I get them, I'll probably do some more of these videos. Secret Tunnel. Secret Tunnel.